Morning, friends. In the last lecture, we have started the second part of the Unit 1, second lesson of the Unit 1, Electrochemistry. In that, we have seen the what is a conductor, what is a non-conductor. Then we have discussed regarding the two types of the conductor. One is the electrical conductor and the second electronic conductor, and the second one is the electrolytic conductor. We have seen the difference for this. Then next we have seen that what is the migration, what is the resistor or say resistance, then resistivity, conductivity, conductance. These terms we have seen in the last lecture. Now we have to talk regarding the molar conductivity. See, we have seen the conductance. What was the conductance? In the last lecture, we have seen the conductance. Conductance was nothing but a reciprocal of the resistivity, or say you can call the resistance. And conductivity is nothing but the reciprocal of the resistivity that we have seen. And conductivity is denoted by the symbol kappa, whereas the conductance is denoted by the symbol L. Now, see, molar conductance of an electrolyte can be defined as the conductance offered by electrolyte solution containing 1 gram moles of electrolyte placed between two electrodes unit distance apart and large enough to contain the entire solution between them. Molar solution should be there, and when you will measure the conductance, that will be the molar conductance. That conditions you have to fulfill. What is that? Conductance offered by the electrolyte solution containing the 1 gram mole. This much is very much important. 1 gram mole of electrolyte placed between the two electrodes having 1 centimeter distance, or say unit distance apart, and large enough to contain that particular entire solution between them. It is denoted by the symbol lambda m. It is also called as the lambda m. Inverted V can be used sometime, or say you can use the lambda. Lambda m is equal to 1000 K divided by C, where K is the specific conductance, C is the concentration mole per dm cube, concentration mole per, and the unit will be the Siemens centimeter square per mole, or Siemens per meter, Siemens per meter per mole, Siemens meter per mole. Now, what about the equivalent conductivity? This is about the molar conductivity that we have seen. I think so you understood the molar conductivity. Molar conductivity, that lambda m is nothing but 1000 K upon C. Now, see, in case of that particular molar conductivity, we have taken the molar solution 1 gram per mole. Now, see, 1 gram mole electrolyte solution where we have considered. Now, what we have to do? We have to take the equivalent electrolyte. See, same definition will be there. Equivalent conductance of an electrolyte solution can be defined as the conductance offered by the electrolyte solution containing 1 gram equivalent. Earlier it was the 1 gram mole. That's why that was the molar solution. Here the equivalent solution. Equivalent solution is nothing but the normal solution. 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte placed between the two electrodes unit distance apart and large enough to contain the entire solution between them. It is denoted by the symbol lambda c. Same 1000 K divided by C, where again K will be the specific conductance, C is the concentration in gram equivalent per dm cube. Unit will be the Siemens centimeter square gram equivalent. I think so. You got these two terms which are very much important. What is the molar conductance or molar conductivity, and what is the electron equivalent conductance and equivalent conductivity. What is the difference between these two definitions? In the molar conductance, we are taking the electrolyte solution in the molar concentration, or say you can say 1 gram mole, and here we are taking the solution in the 1 gram equivalent, or say we can call it as a normal solution. Here per mole is there and there gram equivalent is there. That is just the difference between this particular two units. Now, variation of the molar conductance with the dilution. Dilution means concentration. Weak and strong electrolyte. First of all, what we have to talk regarding the strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. Then we will discuss that effect our variation of the molar conductance with the dilution or the concentration. Now, first of all, we will talk regarding the strong electrolyte. As you know, the substance like, take the salts, KCl, zinc sulfate, acid like HCl exist almost entirely as ions in aqueous solution. Such a substance is known as strong electrolyte. Another definition you can remember on your own: the strong electrolytes are the substance which dissociates completely into its ions on dilution is known as the strong electrolyte. Now, I think so you got this part very well. The substance such as salts like KCl, NaCl, you can take any salt, zinc sulfate, acid like HCl exist almost entirely as ions in aqueous solutions. Such a substance known as strong electrolyte, in which you can take. Whereas weak electrolyte is the substance such as the acetic acid and ammonia are present only partially as an ion in aqueous solution. Such a substance are called as weak electrolyte. Getting that point? What is a strong electrolyte and what is a weak electrolyte? Strong electrolyte is nothing but the on dilution the substance dissociates into its completely ion. Weak electrolyte is nothing but on dilution that particular substance will not dissociate completely into its own ion. It may exist in a molecular form. Okay, it's called as a weak electrolyte. For all electrolytes, the molar conductance increases with dilution. Molar conductance increases with dilution. That is decrease in concentration. The increase in molar conductance with dilution is because the degree of dissociation of an electrolyte decreases on dissoci- decreases on dilution. For all electrolytes, the molar conductance increases with dilution, that is, decrease in concentration. The increase in molar conductance with the dilution is because the degree of dissociation of an electrolyte decreases on dilution. Here, make the correction. Instead of dissociation, write down there is a dilution. Now, we are to talk regarding variation for the weak electrolyte. What was the general statement? Molar conductance increases with dilution. But in case of the weak electrolyte, we have to see the same. The molar conductance of a weak electrolyte increases with decrease in concentration because there is increase in the extent of dissociation with increase in dilution. Weak electrolyte incompletely dissociate at moderate concentration. Fewer ion and exhibit a low conductance. At low concentration with further dilution, the extent of dissociation increases more sharply, which is shown in the figure of the variation of molar conductance. Here that has been shown, that we will see in the next part. We can see also, no problem, not at all. See here, weak electrolyte, you can see when the concentration was low, at that time the conductance was high. As the concentration increases, conductance decreases. Getting that point? You got this point? Molar conductance of the weak electrolyte increases with decrease in concentration because there is increase in the extent of dissociation with increase in dilution. Getting that point? You got this statement? What is mentioned there? Then second point was the weak electrolyte incompletely dissociate at moderate concentration, fewer ion, and exhibit a low conductance. At low concentration with dilution, the extent of dissociation increases more sharply, which is shown in the figure. The increase in molar conductance with decrease in concentration for weak electrolyte is due to increase in the extent of dissociation, which lead in increase the number of ions. The variation of molar conductance with concentration is non-linear, that I shown already in the diagram. It shows a gradual increase initially as concentration increases and rapid climb in the molar conductance in the dilute solution of weak electrolyte. This is all about this particular weak electrolyte that we have already seen. See, this nature is there. Also you can talk like this. Then variation for the strong electrolyte. Strong electrolyte are completely dissociate in solution for all concentration. Hence, high molar conductance even at low molar concentration. Strong electrolyte are completely dissociate in solution for all concentration. Hence, ratio high molar conductance even at low molar concentration. Instead of conductance, here should be the concentration. Make the correction in the notebook. The variation in molar conductance for the strong electrolytes shows following feature. Molar conductance of the strong electrolytes shows the linear variation with the concentration. Lambda m in concentrated solution is not much different from the limited value lambda 0. The increase in the lambda m value with decrease in the concentration is small as compared to for that weak electrolyte. The variation can be expressed mathematically by the Hakel-Onsager equation. Hakel-Onsager equation. Spelling, see that Hakel-Onsager, SAGER should be there. Equation as lambda m is equal to lambda 0 minus b under root c, where b is the constant depending upon the viscosity of the solvent solution, c is the concentration of solution. Hakel-Onsager equation, this is the spelling check, that spelling is the SAGER, ON is right, Onsager equation. Lambda m is equal to lambda 0 minus b under root c. B is the constant depending upon the viscosity of the solvent solution. C is the concentration of the solution. Limiting molar conductance, lambda 0 is nothing but the lambda m or say molar conductance of the electrolyte solution at infinite dilution, or you can call it as a zero concentration. It is called as a limiting molar conductance lambda 0. See, this is a linear change and it is not a sharp change. Again we will come to this our point. What we have talked, molar conductance. At that time in the molar conductance we have seen molar conductance of an electrolyte solution is nothing but the conductance offered by the electrolyte solution containing 1 gram mole of electrolyte placed between two electrodes unit distance apart and large enough to contain the entire solution between them. It is denoted by the symbol lambda m. Lambda m is equal to 1000 into K divided by C. Then next we have seen the equivalent conductance. Equivalent conductance was nothing but the conductance offered by the electrolyte solution containing 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte placed between two electrodes unit distance apart and large enough to contain the entire solution between them. It is denoted by the symbol lambda c. Lambda c is nothing but 1000 K into C. Then we come to the next point, variation of molar conductance with the dilution or say concentration. Weak and strong electrolytes. We have to talk regarding the weak and strong electrolyte. First of all, strong electrolytes are nothing but a substance such as the salts like the NaCl, KCl, you can take zinc sulfate, etc. and acid like the HCl which dissociate or say exit almost entirely into its ion in aqueous solution. Such substances are known as the strong electrolyte. The substance which completely dissociate into its own ion on dilution is called as a strong electrolyte. It is also done. Weak electrolytes is nothing but a substance such as the acetic acid and the ammonia. They are present only partially as an ion in aqueous solution. Such a substance are called as a weak electrolyte. Then we have to talk regarding for all electrolyte, the molar conductance increases with the dilution, that is decrease in concentration. The increase in molar concentration, the increase in molar conductance with dilution is because the degree of dissociation of an electrolyte decreases on dilution. Then next, variation of weak electrolyte. First of all, we have to see that we have already seen what is there. Molar conductance of a weak electrolyte increases with decrease in concentration. In the from the diagram you can see, for the high concentration low molar conductance is there, but when there is a low concentration at that time conductance is high, whereas the exact opposite case is there. You can see that. Then we have seen the increase in the molar conductance with this increase in the concentration for the weak electrolyte is due to decrease in the extent of dissociation, which lead to increase the number of the ions. Then we are talk regarding the strong electrolyte which completely dissociate in solution for all concentration. Hence, ratio high molar conductance even at low molar concentration. The variation in the molar conductance for the strong electrolyte has the following points. What is there? Linear variation with the concentration is there. Then the second point is lambda m in concentrated solution is not much different from the limited value. The increase in lambda m value with decrease in concentration is small as compared to for that weak electrolyte. The variation can be expressed mathematically by the Hakelong-Sagar equation that we have seen lambda m is equal to lambda 0 minus b under root c. And this is the diagram. Then the question will be there. On this topic, the question will be there. Explain or discuss the variation of the molar conductance with the dilution, or say with the decrease in concentration or increase in concentration, or for weak electrolyte and strong electrolyte. 5 marks question will be there on this topic. Discuss or explain the effect of dilution or say concentration on conductance. I think so you got this point very well. Please prepare, go through this topic very well. If you are having any query, any doubt, you are always welcome. You can freely ask on the Google Classroom or say on the your Telegram group. It is very much simple part that we have started the second lesson of this unit 1. The terms you have to understood very well. Once you know the terms, then it is very easy to remember all the concept. Today we have talked regarding these two terms, molar conductivity, equivalent conductivity, or say equivalent conductance. Then we come to know the another point, variation of this particular molar conductance with the concentration, or say with the dilution, weak electrolyte and for the strong electrolyte. We have discussed these things. Prepare this part well. Question will be based on this particular thing. 5 marks question may come on this part. Discuss the variation of the molar conductance with the dilution, or say with the decrease in the concentration, and for the weak electrolyte or strong electrolyte. In the next lecture we will see the next part of this unit. Prepare this part. Any correction whatever I am talking in this lecture, you have to make it in your notebook. Some spelling mistakes are there, please correct that. Please go through this lecture series very well. Some of you going seriously, taking seriously, but other are not responding.